So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is the Misfit. This is the Kanonenjagdpanzer. It's a tier 8 German tank destroyer. Now I did hear, I don't know if it's true or not, that the Wargaming have decided not to sell this thing again, so it will go into the category of rare tanks very quickly. I think originally it was sort of planned to be a replacement for the E25. However, players didn't really like it. It has a really bad reputation. It's and it didn't sell very well. So apparently, rumour has it they're not going to sell it anymore. I don't know whether that's true. It's a tier 8 game. I'm on Fisherman's Bay. I'm platooned up with Dynamics and Shoot. They are both in artillery. Boo hiss, boo hiss. And I've come out to the right flank to cover this area here. Now, as you saw there, this thing moves like shit off a brick. It is very quick. It has absolutely no armour, however. In fact, that's not exactly true. It is all of, bear with. There's nothing much is happening, is it? 30mm of armour on the front, 30 on the side, and 8 at the rear. I suppose compared to some of the Swedish tanks, that's actually quite a lot of armour. It carries a 90mm gun. And there's a defender. I'm loaded HE because it's like the... and he's obviously got 6th sense because he's stopped. Can we track him? No, we didn't that time, but the artillery did. Can we track him again? That time we did. Trying to track him. Somebody else takes him down, so there's the defender. Foolproof tank. Foolproof. Just drive outside onto the enemy and see how foolproof it is. So, I haven't done a huge amount, just spotted, but we've actually done 1300 assistance already in the game. I've got camo, I've got binos. This thing is very stealthy. Has to be, because as I say, it takes a shot, it's dead. It's also quite large. It's like an RU-251 but without a turret, so you think of it like that. Very fast moving, very light armour, pretty reasonable 90mm gun, which has that HE shell that RU-251 has. So it has a penetration with HE of 102, which is pretty darn good. And I tend to, as you can see in my loadout, I carry quite a bit of it. I fired a fair bit already, but can we hit that? Oh, look at that beautiful shot into the side of the A44. Can we finish him off? Nope, but we can do another 300 damage to him. HE to the side of a A44. And our team's already 5-1 up, so it looks to me that on balance of probabilities, not on anything very much else over on this flank. A44 ran away, which tends to suggest he was nervous about being rushed. I could be wrong, but that's how I read the battlefield. We are 6-1 up, so you know, if all else fails, it's not a complete disaster. So I decided to come up here, look up here, and look to my right. I didn't notice it immediately. There's the Scorpion. He didn't see me at all, and I tracked him. How does a hit to the upper hull track a tank? Answer me that. Another nice shot into him. He's gonna die, and we take him down. So that was easy enough. Oops, excuse me. So not the best move by that Scorpion. He saw that all his support had disappeared, and yet he still stayed there to try and shoot it out with inevitable consequences. But I suppose when you're 7-1 down as a team, then yeah, you probably think, well, what the hell, screw it, let's see what I can do damage wise before I go down. So I'm going to come up here, just make sure there's nothing hiding in the corner. Sometimes you get some light tanks, or get some heavy tanks hiding, and there's a UDES sitting in the back, so he wasn't completely alone. And I cock up here. Look at that, I fired just as I bounced. His return shot takes out my gun, or damages my gun. Put a nice shot into him this time. My gun has been destroyed, and I didn't realise I'm standing here in front of him going, come on, why isn't my gun firing? Why isn't my gun firing? And it's because, idiot that you are, Dom, that it got damaged. Luckily he gets tracked, allows me to get the cheap kill. Can we get a shot on the KV4? We hit him, but no damage. It's a shame we didn't have an HE shell loaded there, because that probably would have taken him down, but somebody else kills him. It's now 11 plays 2. We've done 1800 damage, spotted another 2300 that we know of, and now time to try and find some artillery to play with. They never like playing artillery, do they? Got the HE loaded again. Can we get a penetrating shot into him? No, of course we can't. 283 damage though is nice. Reload. And where did that one go? Take him down. There's this FV207, and we'll have him too. Thank you very much. Just 2 heavy tanks left. Don't think we're going to get involved in time. No, they're dead. But GG, game over. So indeed, that was an ace tanker. We got spotter, medal, bruiser, fighter, and fire for effect. Finished up top of the team. 2,405 damage, 4 kills, 1,268 base XP. Shoot and Scoot and Dynamics had a bit of a quiet game there, mainly because the enemy team died so quickly. It's always hard in artillery when they die quickly. You actually want teams to be doing reasonably poorly so that you can support them with your artillery fire. When your team are winning easily, it's quite difficult to make any significant damage. I fired 18 shots, I hit with 16 and did damage with 15 for that 2,400 damage, 800 of which was at long range. I took 4 hits, all 4 penned, well, 30mm of armour, what did I say? But we got 2,368 assistance damage for those spots earlier on. Made 99,000 credits, which is rather nice. After costs, 83,500 profit. That's a rather nice game. Anytime you do a lot of damage at tier 8 and above, particularly tier 8 premiums, you're going to get a massive amount of credits and experience. And sure enough, we did there. I was running some boosters and what have you, but even so, 1,800 damage experience times 2 for the day plus gave me 4,158. With a premium account would have been 2,700 without a premium account. So nice game, good fun to play, and I do like this Misfit tank. Every so often I play it, and I didn't like so I'm sort of loath, because when I first saw it being talked about, there was a number of other tanks sold at the same time. I decided not to bother because I wanted to get other tanks and I couldn't justify buying this one as well. And after that I heard all the terrible reviews, but I still had a hankering after it, and then I bought it, I think it was around, maybe not this Christmas, maybe the previous Christmas. They were doing a special and I thought, oh screw it, I'm going to have it. And I was somewhat disappointed by it, but I've slowly got used to playing it. I've had a couple of ace tankers in it, and I think it's growing on me, would be how I would describe it. Is it a great tank? No. Is it a good tank? Yeah, it probably is. The speed and that 90mm gun firing HE is quite devastating, so enjoyable to play, and that's the main thing. Anyway, hope you did enjoy this game. If you did, click like and subscribe, and in the meantime I'll see you again soon. This is GamerDom. Look out for yourselves, enjoy your games, try not to take them too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. GamerDom out.